Hey guys, Nancy here. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for joining me while I look into some market movers. Pretty much I'm looking into what cards have moved today now that the stimulus checks are out, and also some crazy movements that are happening in the modern, standard, and pioneer cards. Some of these movements are more than 30-40% for cards that are not cheap, and cards that I kind of, once again, wish I picked up. I will actually put a video that I made last week about modern prices and show you the difference between some of these cards. I wish I put up that video because yeah, I kind of captured this, but didn't actually put up that video. I missed it. Anyways, starting with the first card. Actually, I'll go to Tasiga. So this is obviously Time Spiral Remastered, but the price has dropped down. I feel like any movement in this card is most likely because of him being showcased in the Command Zone episode. No real big thing. At last, a card that I at least have a copy of that I didn't actually think was ever going to be anything useful is Illumination from Mirage. 2 white for a interrupt, can't target artifact or enchantment spell. That spell's cast gains an amount equal of life equal to the spell's casting cost. Pretty good card actually. I mean, artifact and enchantments are one of the big plays that most people do in commander decks, and having a white kind of spell is something that a lot of people don't expect. The fact that it's moving up now is a bit weird because I'm pretty sure it's very late to the party. You can see that it has not moved. It's not on the reserve list, so moving just because it's an old card in Mirage, strange. Island Fish Gasconius. I don't think it's a good card. It's not on the reserve list, as far as I can tell. It is a 3 blue. I can't even read that. It's 4 colorless, 3 blue for a 6/8 fish, and it doesn't untap during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 3 blue. If you do, then you can untap the fish. The fish can't attack unless the defending player controls an island. If you control no islands, sacrifice the fish. This just gets worse and worse. Every single line I read, it is from Arabian Nights, and a lot of other cards in Arabian Nights have gone up. This card is following that. It is not on the reserve list. It's important to remember. It's just a very old card that you're going to have trouble finding in mint condition. Next, Angus Mckenzie. This guy has always been moving, and he's been moving up and spiking and waving all over the place. Sitting at $449 on TCG. I actually doubt that he's even on there, but I guess I can find out if I really wanted to. Rasputin is the one I wanted to go to because I did cover him last time, but he's going even crazier now. Just as crazy as you'd expect. Synapses Sliver from Legions, 4 colorless, 1 blue for a 3/3. All slivers that you control, when they deal damage to a player, draw a card. Very, very, very good card in sliver decks. But it's not on the reserve list. It is $31 on TCG. Feels a bit much. I don't know about a reprint, but this is not on the reserve list. It might be one of the, maybe it's in a Slivers Secret Lairs pack, which I'm sure they'd love to milk. So now, someone explain to me what happened. Did someone post a $85,000 Rasputin at 10 mint condition or something? Because this is just stupid. Even then, that's not really worth it. This card has been flatlining between $122 to 314. Had a bit of a spike on 18th of March for 16,000 for maybe a new mint that was maybe on display, and now it's spiking at 84,700. Now I want to know. What's happening here, and I also want to know what crazy idiot put this out. No, normally I wouldn't say this kind of thing, but for someone to put out a $4,000 moderately played Rasputin Dreamweaver on the TCG marketplace for phishing offers, this seems very, very dangerous. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. This seems silly. I know that we've seen manipulations and all that stuff, but even in that case, this still seems very, very silly. Do not buy this, guys. There's so many other things that's more valuable than a $4,000 moderately played Rasputin. So many more things. Singing, I mean, don't get me wrong, if you have a Rasputin that's moderately played and you paid like $200 for it, you're probably okay. Just don't pay $4,000 for it. Singing Tree Arabian Nights, one color, 1 green for a 0/3 tree. Tap to reduce an attacking creature's power to 0. It's starting to spike up now. Nothing too crazy for 4 mana. Oh, sorry, I couldn't even read that on mana. It was terrible to begin. Okay. As just a 1 green 0/3, I didn't think it was too bad. But a 4 mana 0/3, that's not good. Not good at all. It is on the reserve list, but TCG has a price for $485. It's from Arabian Nights. Times are already mastered. I'm not going to worry about that. Rubina, Soul Singer from Legends, not on the reserve list. Nothing too crazy. $19. It's mostly because it's a Legends card and pretty old and black bordered, and has unique art. Wirewood Symbiote from Dual Decks Elves versus Goblins, starting to move up as well. $2. You can get one for $1.58. Nothing too crazy. Okay. For the people that are interested in the modern and pioneer cards, these are what I'm kind of looking at. So for standard, of course, the Great Henge, Chromatic Ori, Fiery Emancipation, all the cards that came out recently, they're all starting to spike up. Toski, the Bearer of Secrets, is the biggest one of noteworthy. I think a lot of people are starting to realize that he's just a good card in a lot of creature-heavy decks in Commander, because every single time a creature deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card, and he's pretty much like a better enchantment. He's very hard to remove, and he's indestructible. And he's a 1/1, which means there's plenty of ways to make sure that you can get in for some damage. There's a couple of different legendary creatures that allow all 1/1s and things to go in for free damage. Heliod, the Sun Crowned, is also moving. I got him in a life gain deck, but I didn't expect any kind of movement from him after the rotation, but he's obviously a good commander pickup. Voronclex is still moving up. Ugin is starting to move up. Very smart pickup if you got him for like $22 a couple of months ago. Skyclave Apparition. I never expected this to keep moving up, but it is. Castle Garenbrig, pretty good card. Uro is still falling, but has slowed down considerably. I feel like he might fall down to about $20. He would still be in the same level as Oko because of they got similar names. Oko, mainly because of the fact that he's going to have Commander playability and he's not going to get banned in Commander. Goldspan Dragon coming down is good. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I don't have it, but I don't expect it to drop down too much. Depends on how many packs are being opened, I guess. Cosmos, wasn't this? No, that wasn't part of the deck. All good. Next, doubling season. Now, I said modern. This is more spikes, most likely coming from Commander and modern. Now, you'll see the doubling season has moved very aggressively in the last couple of days. So, 100%, this is probably the stimulus getting into some people's hands. I don't know what else it could be. I thought a lot of the market was pricing in a lot of this stuff, but obviously it didn't price it all in. And it's moved up by almost probably 20% in the last 3 days. Yeah, 20% in the last 3 days, probably even less amount of time. So there's obviously a lot of commanders that can put this to use, but this kind of move is insane. $80 right now for the paper, and that includes for the Modern Horizon. Altavara Hellkite. Now, this is a card that I didn't actually expect was going to be this expensive. I got this card ages ago, and I don't remember even why. Oh, no, it's because I have a Kalia deck. But not always in my Kalia deck either. It's a good card, but depends on what you're using it for. Or my Dragon deck. That's a bigger one. So this card has went down from $11.40 to $15. So that's like 30% increase. You can get it for $9 on eBay, but and TCG says $11.45. It's hard to tell. I mean, I don't want to really click on them right now. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, $85. And this card has also spiked probably about 30% in the last couple of days. And it's almost like someone just went in and bought out maybe 4 or 5 of them for each of their decks. That makes no sense. Now, this is Consecrated Sphinx from Mirrodin, which is I think the original first time it was printed. And it's been spiking up a few times. Now, this is the second spike, and I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this. It's went from $36, guys, to $55. Now, that's not double, but it's starting to get close. And if it keeps moving in this kind of record, it's going to double pretty soon. Now, one of the most important things to remember is I was going to find out what the Secret Lairs Consecrated Sphinx is doing. Because if it's doing some crazy movements, it's okay. So the Consecrated Sphinx from Secret Lairs is moving slower than, and I actually think that's only available in foil. Maybe you can remind me. I know the 2 Secret Lairs that I got for Extra Life was in foil. So, Nope, it looks like there's just foil. I don't know what these two are, but yeah, so it's just foil. So it's moving up, but much slower. It's only moved up by about $2.50 in the last couple of days. Now, drum roll. Last card. God, I'm kicking myself just a bit for this one because I saw this coming, and I'm gonna post up my other video. Uh, try not to downvote it. It's an old video now. I made it on the 19th, but the problem is that I couldn't post it on the 19th because I made it late and I just got busy, so I couldn't post it. And then I didn't want to post on the 20th or 21st because it wasn't this right date. So I didn't post that video, and it was a 6-minute video that just covered Liliana, and I noticed the fact that she was moving up, and I noticed there was a couple of her available on TCG at $60, 60, no, 65 or something. I don't know if I even checked. But I didn't do anything with it, so you can get the market price for it. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure she's bought out at least in a lot of places, and I would be surprised if eBay keeps $87 as its minimum. A lot of places do take some time to catch up with this. So $74 a week a couple of days ago, and now sitting at $100. So easily 25-30% move in the last couple of days, last couple of weeks, even more. When I made that modern video saying is it a good time to pick up, that was probably actually a good time to pick up. I kind of wish that I would stop making videos and actually do these things, but it's not like I actually just go out and buy these cards. If I have one of them, I'm happy. I did get not a playset, I got one more Liliana. I don't really want to make a giant deck or get into modern anyways, but if you want to make cash, I guess that's a good time to pick up. Now, outside of all of this, I'm going to keep an eye on the market because the next couple of weeks, next couple of days pretty much, will really decide on what the market's going to do. If a lot of product starts coming out because a lot of people have cash now, then we'll see what happens with the market price. If a lot of people just hold, we'll see what happens with the market price. I think the next week or two is going to be very important. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have fun, and I'm going to make another video about the Strixhaven spoilers. Enjoy and take